Hey guys, it's Secret Pirate Dolphin here, and today I'm gonna be doing a movie review. So for this movie review, I'm gonna be reviewing a movie that came out in 1989. It was directed by Robert Zemeckis. It's also a sequel to one of Robert Zemeckis' best movie from 19 one of Robert Zemeckis' best movies from 1985, and that is Back to the Future Part 2. So yeah, so the plot of Back to the Future Part 2 is basically like it takes place like immediately after the first events of the first Back to the Future film from 1985. Like it takes place like in the beginning of the film, it like recreates the ending scene from Back to the Future, from the first Back to the Future movie. And basically in the film so basically like the plot of the film, you have like Marty McFly, you have like Doc Brown and Marty McFly's girlfriend Jennifer Parker are basically like are traveling from the year 1985 to 2015 to prevent like Marty's future son from like destroying the McFly family in the future. So basically, they go to the year 2015, and while Marty was trying to stop his son from ruining the McFly family's future, he found this like sports almanac book from 2015, which is an almanac book from the sports for the years of 1955 to 2000. So basically, he took the book, and while he was about to bring it to 1985, Doc Brown told him not to do it because it could like alter alter the past. So basically, he decides to leave it he leave it like he put it. So basically, like he just leave it there, and then eventually you have Biff Biff Tannen from 2015, like the Biff Tannen from 2015. He found the book and he decides to take it. He decides to take that book and go to and take that book, and then he steals Doc's DeLorean time machine, and so he can go back to 1955 and give it to the Biff from the year 1955. So basically when Marty McFly went back to the year 1985, he found out that everything in Hill Valley was messed up because Biff was the one who took over Hill Valley because 1985 was altered because like his because Marty's dad had sadly passed away in that year, and Biff was and Marty's mom was forced to marry Biff. So basically, because of that, it's up to like Marty McFly and Doc Brown to go back to the year 1955 to try to get to take to try to steal the Almanac book from the Biff in 1955, so they could try to restore the timeline. So yeah. So basically, that's like the plot of Back to the Future Part 2. So, what do I think of it? In my opinion, I thought Back to the Future Part 2 was a pretty good sequence to the first Back to the Future movie, because I thought this movie was pretty good. I thought this was a pretty good sequence to the first Back to the Future movie, because I actually enjoyed the sequel. I thought the sequel was pretty good because I thought the cast members did pretty good in the film, because you have like Michael J. Fox, who played Marty McFly in the film. He did pretty good. You have Christopher Lloyd, who played Emmett Doc Brown in this film. He did pretty good. You have Thomas F. Wilson, who played Biff in this film. He did pretty good. And all the other cast members did pretty good playing their characters as well. And also, I thought like the story of the film was pretty good because you have because in like the beginning of the film, you have like a recreation to the ending scene of the first Back to the Future film, which I thought that was pretty cool. I thought it was pretty cool, and also this movie takes place in like 3 years, which is pretty good, which is pretty cool. Like it takes place in like 1985, 1955, and 2015, and also I thought it was pretty cool that they recreate some scenes from the 1955 movie where it takes place in the high school dance where like Marty's like parents like first kiss, which I thought was like a pretty good scene that they recreated. And also I thought like the music in this film was pretty good. I thought everything on this movie was pretty good. And yeah. And also, you guys been wondering, Hugo Patrick Dolphin, have you seen Back to the Future Part 2 in theaters? And the answer to that question is no, I have not seen Back to the Future Part 2 in theaters because I was like negative like 15 and a half when this movie came out, so I was not able to see this movie. But when I first watched this movie, I thought it was pretty good. I thought it was like a pretty good sequel to the first Back to the Future film, and yeah. And also, you guys been wondering, Hugo Patrick Dolphin, will you recommend Back to the Future Part 2 to a friend? And the answer to that question is yes, I will highly recommend Back to the Future Part 2 to a friend, because if you love the first Back to the Future movie and you like and you like movies that and you like movies that are directed by Robert Zemeckis, I highly recommend you watch this movie, because to me, I'm not gonna love this movie as much as you do to the first Back to the Future film, and some other movies that are directed by Robert Zemeckis. And yeah, and also you guys been wondering, Hugo Patrick Dolphin, what will you rate Back to the Future Part 2? I will rate Back to the Future Part 2, 9 out of 10. It's a pretty good movie. Everything about this movie is pretty good. If you have not seen this movie, I highly recommend you watch this movie, because to me, I'm not gonna love this movie as much as you do other movies that are directed by Robert Zemeckis and the first Back to the Future movie as well. So yeah, guys, that's it for this movie review. So I hope you guys enjoy this movie review. So make sure you like the video, comment the video, share this video to all your friends and family, and most importantly, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel to see more videos of Hugo Patrick Dolphin. So yeah, guys, I'll see you guys in the next video. So goodbye, everybody, and that's about it from Hugo Patrick Dolphin.